All right. Check, check, mic check. I think we're good here. What's up, folks? Let me just do my thing quick. I'm currently trying to get an intro screen made, so you don't have to watch me do this every time. Hopefully, I'm waiting for an answer from the guy who made the original screen for me, and he's taking forever, so I apologize for that. Hopefully soon you guys won't have to watch me do this every time. But anyway, how you all doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday, as I like to say. Hope you guys had your tacos. I actually had taquitos. Slightly different. Unfortunately, I don't think it's it doesn't hit the same. I need, where's all right, check, check, mic check. What's up, everyone? How y'all doing today? So hope you all had a good weekend. Let's jump right into the action here. My chart's all messed up. My setup's all messed up. Good old Windows update messing with my settings again. So was up till like 1:30 in the morning trying to get everything good. I was having issues with the camera, so hopefully if it freezes, let me know. I'm gonna do my best to keep my eye on Streamlabs to make sure that we don't have any slip ups here. So how's everyone doing? Hope you all had a good weekend. I'm pretty sure I asked that, but let's jump right into it. Last time we spoke was on Thursday. I believe it was, yeah, the 11th. Nothing has really changed. Bitcoin has been taking its time, and as you can see in the title, it's very interesting of what's going on, and basically the way Bitcoin's consolidating and it's building up to some larger move. Now, are we going to get a breakdown of the downside, or is this going to surprise some people and, you know, continue to push higher? And unfortunately, I can't give the answers. All I can do is give you the options available, and hopefully you guys can decide from there. So all I'm going to say is, from a non-ABC perspective and something that's a little bit more traditional, we do have some sort of wedge building. And I remember the last time this happened, I remember this clear as day, was back here. Now it's not as, it's a little bit more exaggerated and stretched out here, but if I remember correctly, something like this was happening as well, or more of like a channel in this case, but something similar to it, channeling and consolidating before I finally made the decision. The result was this was a bigger pullback before we continue to the upside. So is this going to be something similar? You got to understand that the actual sequence and structure that we're in is a lot different from the prior example I just gave. So, you know, I can't sit here and say that this is not going to be a pullback to continuation higher. All I can do is give you guys basically two different options from what I'm seeing. Is one was the first one I said, to where, or I mentioned before, where this was a bigger A to a B to a C. All right. And then we talked about this for a while now, to where we can look for some sort of ABC to the downside, and then we're going to have continuation off of this bigger structure here, to where we can see a decent run. That's one option. That's not the one I'm, you know, going all in on. Me personally, I think we're gonna consolidate more and form some sort of pattern, kind of similar to what we talked about just in the first option. I don't think it's gonna be a bull run. That's what I really meant to say. I don't think we're gonna be basically pulling back and then going for it, you know, for the moon. I think we're gonna take our sweet time with this, to where we can be kind of dancing around in a bigger area of price action for a couple months. And the alternative to that is, something that I mentioned here before. This is a bigger A to a B to a C. And if price does get back above, or sorry, if price does break a new low, that's going to be the ultimate bullish structure. And I'm going to be pretty much buying a lot of spot, and definitely going to be buying or taking long positions in this area. I'm not banking on this either. It's kind of, part of me wants to say that price has gone up all the way up here. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I can't go all the way back down, but I think the odds of it creating a much bigger low or a new low at this point is going to be a lot slimmer. I definitely can't ignore that that's a possibility. But me personally, I'm more on the fence of this wants to be a bigger move to a bigger pullback, and then some sort of, at least some, I'm not going to say that it's going to be a new high, but it's going to dance, and ultimately I'm looking for a bigger range to build. So that's what I'm looking for at the current moment. There's really no other alternative. This has been kind of slow over the past couple of weeks, and I know that this is a type of example of scenario where ABCs don't thrive, and unfortunately this does happen. The last time this happened, I was working on another account trying to build it, and well, I took a portion of my earnings that I made over the bull run and tried, amplifying it, and unfortunately I got burned really bad in this area here. So I learned from last time to kind of just take it slow. Don't try to force positions. ABCs are going to struggle, and all you can do is play the structures that matter. Don't try to catch every top. Especially when it consolidates, it's gonna not give you the clearest picture or any clear setups until this breaks. So that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully we can get an answer soon of what's gonna happen, but those are the main scenarios I have on the table for BTC. We're gonna go over ETH here. Sure, okay, everything's still good. My picture's not frozen. Okay. ETH is in a very similar situation. The structure is playing out a little bit differently in not my opinion, but that's, well, in fact, it's playing out a little bit different. Same kind of situation though. It's very possible that this could be a correction before continuing lower. That's one idea. And like I said, I can't say that that's the more likely scenario. I personally don't think so. Its price has gone so far up since we formed the kind of this bottom here that I can't really bank on that. The more likely scenario is we have formed a temporary bottom. This is going to be a bigger A, looking for some sort of pullback B, and then C for a continuation higher. So ideally, that's the main scenario I have on the table. That's really what I'm looking for at the moment. I really don't have any other alternatives on a bigger scale of what I'm looking for. I don't know why I just did that. That's about it for ETH. Like I said, I might go through all this. It really depends on how I'm feeling, and but like, to be honest, there's not much going on, so I can't sit here and I don't want to just keep talking because not much has changed. I pretty much have said the same thing over the past week or so. So LTC, very similar situation. Depending on what happens, this is either going to be some sort of pullback here before we continue higher and possibly form a bigger range, or this could be a bigger pullback to where we test lower lows. So unfortunately, same thing goes for the other two coins that we looked over, BTC and ETH. I do not see the chances of forming a new low to be that high, or at least higher than the pullback scenario. And for LTC, like I just mentioned here before, it's going to look something like this, to where we form a uptrend, have a significant break, and pull back. I don't know how far, but then I'm ultimately looking for a bigger structure. And then over the course of multiple months, we're going to be looking at some sideways price action to, form some solid support on a macro scale. So let's see what happens. The options are out on the table. We can only do is just prepare and see where it goes from there. So XRP, let's go over XRP. Fortunately, same thing. I should probably get off of a 4 hour. We're going to be looking at kind of a medium term time frame. Same thing. You do have that structure here. As long as it's below 38.74, you remain bearish, or you be trying to take shorts off of that bigger structure. Could this be a sign of a bottom to where we're kind of fighting in this range? Maybe we'll test and reject, or maybe we'll break through. I don't know. I'm not personally too concerned what XRP is going to do at this point. I'm not in any positions, but in case you guys are looking to take a short or looking for a position, the only thing I can see that's different than everything else is that you do have some sort of bullish structure here to where it can form a bigger A to a B to a C. Shit. To a B to a C. Sorry guys, I want to make sure. Okay, we're good. We're still here. That's the only variation so far that I've seen. If that's the case, prices could keep going higher. Who knows? Once we get at least some sort of pullback. But until then, unless that happens, the only other scenario is I'm looking for on a bigger scale. Where is it? A to a B to a C. And if that's not the case, I'm looking for A to a B to a C. So let's see how this plays out. Hopefully we get an answer soon. Same thing as everything else. Let's quickly go over BCH. BCH is kind of junk, to be honest. You do have this area here based off this ABC, but I personally don't like this at all. And if you've been trying to short this, you would have been having a rough time. So I would stay clear of that until you get at least a higher high at 165.50. That's going to be the ideal short position. This is kind of junk and you want to get caught up in the chop. So that's really much it for BCH. XMR Monero. See, like it's the same thing. I should have bought more spot down here. I always say that every time I look at this, I'm like, damn it. It's whatever. This is pretty much the same. You have A, B, C as what we talked about the last couple of weeks. This is way too choppy for me to, how do I say this? This is too choppy for me to comfortably say that, hey, you got a clear setup. I do not like this. This turns into a situation where you can sit there and short every top and have a terrible time. I could sit here and draw ABCs all day. But this not good practice, and that's how you can get wrecked pretty fast. So unfortunately, XMR is not in a good position to take any good serious shorts. The only other thing I'd be waiting for is, in this case, you're looking at a bigger A to a bigger B, and then a continuation to a C. And from there, I'm probably, if we get a good setup on a retracement, I'll probably look for some sort of long, something like that, and then try to play the continuation higher. So that's really it for XMR. I don't have any serious plan for XMR. So we're just going to continue on from there. I'll make a note. Actually, I'll just keep that because I don't want to put any ideas in your head to try to take this, because I don't feel comfortable confidently saying that there's a solid setup on here. Cardano, let's see. Cardano. All right, Cardano's decent. You do have, I would be if an ABC here, within that C there's an ABC. So let me just illustrate that quick. ABC within the A, or sorry, within the C there's an ABC. So if you're trying to play into the bigger move for a possible pullback slash turnaround, you would be trying to play that 55.66 level. Me personally, I do not like how it's been very choppy in this range. So you definitely would have been having a tough time trying to short that. So if you're looking to take a short, I'd probably wait till you get back below here. And same thing, probably most likely the scenario is going to be a bigger pullback before we continue higher, or the alternative, just like everything else, is this is a bigger pullback to some sort of ABC. So there is one other thing that's different though. If that short fails, you can take that 69.42. So let me explain my thought process and why I... Oh, wait. Oh, nope. Cancel that. Cancel that. Ignore. I forgot that it put in that very tiny lower low. So technically, this is a completed structure. My apologies, folks. Disregard what I just said. So in this scenario, this would turn into a to a B to a C. Now, I'll have to check other charts to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it did put in that lower low. So, at least according to the bybit, that's what I'm going to be going with at the moment. And this is going to be the bigger structure I'm looking for. Or the alternative is, like I mentioned, a bigger uptrend to a slightly bigger pullback to a continuation at the very least. So that's what I'm going to be looking for there. Solana. This is junk. I think this might be junk. Let me try. Yeah, this is junk. I can just tell already. ABC off of here, you would have been getting your butt kicked. You did have this one here within the C, but okay, so I'll take that back. It's junk, but you did have a decent position here off of, what's this level? 47, 45, that region. That's the only thing decent I would consider. Let me change that to red to show you guys that it's short. That's about it. I don't like this bigger one. I would move my entry up to try to take that one to try to play into some sort of continuation of the downside. And like I said, everything is pretty much the same across the board. I'm either looking for a bigger A to a B to a C, or this could be a bigger turnaround to where we see something like this. That's about it for Solana. I'll go over KDA if there's anything significant. Lower low, ABC. It's kind of choppy. You do have this ABC here. All right. And you also have this ABC here. Sorry, I thought I heard something going on in the background. That's decent. Me personally, the only position I would even consider taking is off of this high here. Let me just show you why. Within the C, you have an ABC. All right, and then within that is an ABC. Now, I don't want to sit here and try to cut into this or dive into this too much. That's not my thing. Like you can see, I'm on a 2 hour and I'm completely zoomed out. So, relative size, it's small, but for what it is, it's a good size to me. So I would have been shorting as long as you're below that 22.36. And with a coin like KDA, you need to give yourself some room stop loss wise, because this thing likes to wick you out, especially if you use smaller time frames. I've learned that the hard way. So, nope, wrong label. There you go. 224 and change around there. And that's about it. I'm not going to go over XTZ because this is just complete junk. This is junk. But even still, there's so much crap in between this. I'm not even going to bother diving too deep. So that's about it for the TA. So we're just going to hang out here for a little bit. If you guys have any questions for me, I know a couple people reached out who are new. So I don't know if you guys are new viewers or you guys are the OG group. So feel free to say hi. Feel free to ask me anything if you have any questions, or is there anything else you want me to specifically look over? I can definitely do that for you. So let me just draw out the position. If you guys haven't checked out the channel recently or have watched any of my other stuff, I did release a clip. These are the kind of videos I post on TikTok. I kind of figured I just pull it up on YouTube. I was trying to get it as a short, but I think it's a little bit too long. But you know what? I'll say screw it. It's a quick introduction. And if you guys haven't checked out the actual instructional, well, not instructional, but this is a tutorial video on the ABC strategy. And I think it's a good introduction. Now, this is not me going over my process, how I approach ABCs. This is just kind of just an overview of what ABCs are, why they work so well, the methodology behind it, and kind of just give you guys a little introduction to what the ABC strategy is. So if you guys are tuning in from that video, or if you guys have any questions regarding this video, and if you're not too familiar with ABCs, feel free to ask. I'll love to go over it. Hopefully I can point you guys in a clear direction and give you guys an insight on how the strategy works and how it can help you. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit longer today. Let's see, we got 22 minutes. I'm gonna go for the usually full hour. I figure I haven't give you guys like a longer stream. And the last stream I did, we did nothing pretty much TA related. If you guys saw this and if you liked the type of music that I play for you guys, let me know. I'm always willing to do other things, but me personally, that's what I like to play. If it isn't your cup of tea, I completely get it. You guys don't have to tune in or anything. I figured I'd just throw that out there, kind of test the waters, test the vibe. Some people gave me some good feedback on it. I lost a subscriber because of it. So I could tell someone wasn't a big fan of that, but we're gonna do that once in a while. It's not gonna be a scheduled thing. I want to keep this TA related as much as possible for the most part, and every once in a while on like an off day that I'm not doing anything on a set schedule, maybe I might pop in, hang out, play a little bit for you guys. And I want to do other stuff, like besides just playing songs, maybe show you guys some of the writing process that I go through and how I write like little, not full music pieces, but what I do is I just write sections, and then if I can continue an idea, I'll keep going. But most of the time I'll come up with an idea and maybe a little bit of a following piece of that, but it's gonna take a lot for me to sit down and put together a full song. So that's what I do. I kind of just write these little riffs, jams, and I just come throw them to a folder. And if I find something down the line that works, I'll go back, listen to it, and see if I can put the pieces together. So if you guys are interested in something like that, I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be fun. We can just chit chat and BS, but that's gonna be for future, down the road scenario. I don't plan on doing that all the time, or at least here soon, unless you guys really want me to. But you guys gotta let me know. But so we're just gonna hang out for a bit, say hello, let you guys ask me anything, and just kind of hang out for a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. I know the week's just beginning. Excuse me. I want to make sure. Okay. I'm curious to see, like, I like seeing what other people. Oh, look, it's me. Did I actually make the search page? That'd be amazing if I did, or if that's not just me. It's probably just me. I guess target hit us up here too. Is that it for today? A lot of this stuff is insane, man. I try to stay away from these searches. I'm gonna try champions. Yeah, it's nothing really good. Sorry about the dog in the background. He just got back and he gets all excited. You know what? Let's be degenerates. Let's see if we can find stuff on like a 2-minute. This is not. If you guys are watching, this is not good. This is not good methods to practice. You will get wrecked doing this. Do not do and look at the chart the way I am looking at it at this current moment. Everything up to this moment was good. We're going to take a pause from the good stuff and focus on some junk. So let's see if we can just sit here and find ABCs. Remember, this is junk. Do not do what I do. This is not financial advice. This is definitely not any trading advice whatsoever. This is the opposite. This is what you don't do. We're just doing this for fun and entertainment purposes only. I'm only going to do it for a little bit. My camera's still good. All right, I'm done with this. My eyes are starting to hurt already. No more crackhead time frames. Said no one ever. Look how I drew this. Hope you guys can't hear that. If you do and it's too loud, please let me know. Dog's got one squeaker toy that he absolutely loves to play with. I love him to death, but not when I'm streaming. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I just want to thank you. You guys, any questions for me? Please feel free to ask. If not, we're just gonna hang out and vibe for a little bit. Kind of this is a nice little, you know, cool down from work. I'm absolutely exhausted. I haven't been sleeping at all the last couple days. It's starting to catch up to me. Oh, I sit here and drew this consolidation, but I didn't draw the ABC. Silly goose. So, if you guys are just tuning in, basically I'm short as long as BTC is below that 24,275 area. Right? Yeah, somewhere around there. 24,300. That's going to be pretty much it. And then depending on what structure wants to do, if it wants to break this consolidation, it could honestly just shoot straight up from here. I've seen it happen, but that's primarily in bull markets. And I don't think that's the likely scenario, in my opinion. I personally think that this is going to be either a pullback or this is going to break down, or, you know, let's go over different ideas. These are hypotheticals. What if, see, even trying to sit here and try to break this down, it's kind of tough. You have this ABC to an A, right? And then B, and then ABCC. So if this breaks, it's not going to look good. It's going to look like garbage. But I think, isn't there like some sort of Fed news coming out? And, you know, that has definitely messed with the markets recently, especially I think last time this happened was down here. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it caused some ridiculous movement in the market. So I'm not going to sit here and say that that is the reason that prices are going to move. I just have to understand that it can't happen. So I realize I'm like covering my face. I just realized something. I did something stupid. All right, folks. I'm probably gonna call it. I got to do other stuff, content related, work on some things. So, I just realized that I want to try to get something together before a certain time, and that time is dwindling down. Not today, but just by the end of the week. So I got to go catch up on some stuff. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you made it this far and watching the replay, I really do appreciate you guys, man. I really do. If you guys haven't subscribed, I would appreciate you subscribing. If you comment the video, if you liked it, like the video if you liked it. I'm not going to show my stuff today. I'll probably do it on Thursday, to be honest. Oh, I know. So, all right. One quick recap if you guys are just tuning in, just in case. Red line, basically every time price is below that, it's going to short. I'm looking for either some sort of pullback or either continuation to a lower low. It really depends on what she wants to do. You could do something like this, or it can go down to do something like this to form a bigger structure, and then we continue higher. That's pretty much it. And then I've gone over every coin at this point, and everything has pretty much it all is about the same. If you guys are just tuning in, I would suggest going back and just watching the TA stuff. We've kind of just been hanging out for a little bit, but I was actually just unfortunately about to wrap things up. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys are watching the replay, thank you guys so much for making it this far. I really do appreciate you, even though there's been not a lot going on compared to Saturday. But until then, I will see you guys in 2 days. Hopefully we get a answer whether we're going to keep bouncing or we're going to break. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we break and this short plays out well, because we've been trying to short this for a while now. So we'll see what happens. But until then, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate every single one of you, especially if you're watching a replay and made it this far. I appreciate you just as much, maybe just a little bit more. So until then, comment, like if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't. I really would appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much.